Hello everyone, to those who are watching in the recording. So that's part number 2 of Deus Ex Human Revolution, and we are going to play. So let me continue the game. Last time we finished this quest with the plant situation, so I stopped exactly after the final challenge was complete, so I'm now going to have a look around, talk to everyone involved, and yeah, that's going to be it. So hope you're doing okay, and hope you will enjoy this. Let's see people begin appearing on the stream. Hello. So can I take this revolver? No, I cannot. Can I drop something? I could drop beer, I think. Yes, I could drop beer or locate it. Well, I think it won't help. Well, what next? Next I want to move here and move here. Nice puzzle. And I think now I can take the revolver. No, it's too big. Right, then I'll take my beer. Well, what I definitely managed to do is to take beer from this from this plant. So let's see what we have around. So I came from here. I guess I would say nothing has changed really. Again, some geometry on the wall. Well, all fine. So let's see. Hello, police officer.
You did good catching the leader, Jensen. Maybe we can get some information out of him.
Jensen? You're the guy who was sent in before us? Those hostages owe you a lot. Nice going.
So there was the situation that I had to, this guy. So I had to, I had several options. I could let him go, and I could disable him. And first I let him go, and just to check if I remember how to do it. And then I thought against it because, well, not that he is a bad guy, but definitely he needs some reconsidering. Because, well, taking hostages and endangering lives with toxic bombs is not a way to behave, even if you are stressed out. And yeah, so I can't appreciate this pattern. That's why he had to be put down. Well, I hope he won't hold any grudge against me. And so Josie, how are you?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero.
You're welcome. Glad that you are happy and not hurt.
I just don't know what he expected to accomplish. Serif Industries isn't breaking any laws.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, but, well... So, let's see what we have here. We have printers, of course, lots of gadgets. Grand Valley Community College diploma. I think even read. By authority of the Global School of Investigation, the director and faculty hereby states. I can't read this. This diploma in testimony of the satisfactory fulfillment of the requirements of private investigator. And then the date. Well, good job, lady. I guess it's yours. Another diploma. Coffee machine. A photo. Well, let me look at the photo. Can I take a closer look. Ooh, I can. Oh, the photographer definitely didn't do a good job. Like, look at the blurry faces. So pocket secretary. What does it say here? Acolitos. Here is another hack code. Opens the manager's computer and admin building. Login and password. Please enjoy responsibly. Alright, so that's for this computer, I guess. I'm going to read what it has, but I'm going to hack in because if I use this password, it's not going to give me an experience. So I will hack. Let's go. It's not that difficult at all. One. Okay. And the final thing.
Access granted.
Thank you. David Serif. Oh, and urgent response needed. Let's start with this. From 419. Dear Sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer the sum of 47,500,000 credits into your accounts. The above sum resulted from an over-invoiced contract executed, commissioned and paid for about 5 years ago by a foreign contractor. This action was, however, intentional, and since then the fund has been in a suspense account at the Central Bank of Nigeria, Apex Bank. We are now ready to transfer the fund overseas, and that is where you come in. It is important to inform you that as civil servants we are forbidden to operate a foreign account. That is why we require your assistance. The total sum will be shared as follows: 70% for us, 25% for you, and 5% for local and international expenses incident to the transfer. The transfer is risk-free on both sides. I'm an accountant with the Nigerian National Transhumanism Corporation and NTC. If you find this proposal acceptable, we shall require the following documents. A. Your banker's name, telephone, account and fax numbers. B. Your private telephone and fax numbers for confidentiality and easy communication. And C. Your letter-headed paper stamped and signed. Alternatively, we will furnish you with the text of what to type into your letter-headed paper, along with a breakdown explaining comprehensively what we require of you. The business will take us 30 working days to accomplish. Please reply urgently. Well, that's something interesting. I'm not sure what it is about. Apparently some kind of interesting business happening. Then from David Serif, Josie, as you crisis situation. Josie, as you know, we're in a dire straits here. We need to fulfill several large orders for the alphabet agencies. The Typhoon being just the first of them. We depend on these contracts for a significant portion of our revenue, meaning that successful on-time production and delivery of these orders is absolutely necessary to maintain our bottom line. It is extremely important we make the necessary preparations to ramp up production in the plant. I'm going to need a detailed overview of this month's production schedule by the end of the day tomorrow. Sorry about the last-minute request, but I'm confident you know the drill. I have faith that if we knuckle down and pull together, we'll knock this one out of the park. Right, this is interesting. Bottom line, so that's this kind of profit. So that's like about margin, like if it's going to be profitable or not. Well, basically nothing interesting, I should say. I'm quite disappointed. I wanted to learn something really exciting from her computer, but no. Well, that's fine. Let's go further. This is empty box. Let's drop it. Throw it again. Can I break it, I wonder? Okay, 3 times. I see. Open the door.
Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in.
But my wife, she's still in there. I need to know that she's okay.
You'll have to wait until the building is secure. Now back up and let the SWAT team do their job, please.
Sorry, was checking if the recording was going. So I want to have a look around, check if I have missed anything. Looks like no, but I want to be sure. I want to be adamant about that. Adamant meaning confident, confident meaning positive about it. So let's see.
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. Swab will need to debrief her. But you'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man. I'll find some way to repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are. I'll be in touch. Count on it.
I'm very glad that I managed to save this couple because, well, the most terrible thing is when people lose their dear ones, and yeah,
Seriously.
I kind of get emotional about this even now. So,
You're the one Seraph called in to handle this, right? You caught the guy who led these radicals.
that's me.
Nice job securing the plant. I wouldn't have thought a security guard could handle this. Not even an augmented one.
Thank you.
I gotta admit, Jensen, I'm glad someone decided to send you in first. No telling what would have happened if one of us ran into that hostage room.
Well, probably you just could have like typed 1505, like it's not that difficult, I think, guys. So you definitely overestimate my contribution to the situation, but thank you anyway. And that's quite a sad truth about heroes, that actually it's not that difficult. I mean, at least what was there. What was difficult was not killing people, which I also managed to do. I am glad about it. Hey, we're going home. Smells like somebody, I mean, in my flat, my balcony door is open and smells like somebody is burning their dinner, like literally. Hope it's not fire. I won't have to evacuate, but if I do, well, it's going to be interesting. Oh, maybe it's this smoke that's going up. Yeah, so shall we go?
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan? What are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in. New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
So I can grudge being kind of frustrated, bad-tempered. I think people should stop asking me so many questions. It's callous and intrigued. Well, as a person, I mean, like, talking as myself, I'm definitely happy and would be happy to be augmented. I would be happy to be a cyborg like this, and at the same time sympathizing with Jensen. I think I actually don't know him. I mean, it's not that I have played many Deus Ex games. I mean, I haven't played it all, and that's my first time playing this game, and I don't know his personality, and I'm going to probably stay on the positive line.
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Well,
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
so I'm talking about this. They're talking about this first attack that was in the introduction stage of the game, where there were criminals attacking Seraph Industries, and well, where Adam Jensen was wounded, and his partner, Dr. Megan Reed, was taken or killed. I don't know what happened to her.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Solvent means like being able to stay above this bottom line, so like profitable, in the black, or like earning some money. And so solvent or insolvent, these are two adjectives meaning bankrupt and, well, the opposite. So insolvent is bankrupt.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Well, I guess that's everything I wanted to ask, at least what he wanted to ask.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Well, now I'm in the Seraph Industries again, and now I don't need to hurry anywhere, which gives me a nice chance to have a look around, crawl around, wander around, and everything around. I'm going to take my time exploring the place, really scrupulously, because I didn't have a chance before I went on a mission, which is pretty sad. And there is a lot of things here, a lot. Like this, for example, hole, which if I jump into it, it could kill me. Even that I'm augmented. Jumping, some exercises. Okay. Hey guys, how is it?
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here, too.
Oh, did you hear yet? There was a demonstration at the limb clinic. Anti-augmenters. Mostly peaceful, though.
So they would have been surprised if I had approached them before the mission, like, hello, what a nice surprise that you're here at work, boss, because I'm the boss. But, well, now they're not saying that because I've returned and the script of the game has changed, which is a pity. Can I walk inside? No? Right, I see. Hey guys, how is it smoking there?
Wow. Didn't expect to see you back so soon, Mr. Jensen. I heard you were nearly a goner.
Yeah.
Can you believe those fanatics? I mean, they think taking hostages will get augmentations banned?
Yeah, that was what I thought. Like, it's not really nice to...
Still, it's getting pretty rough out there. Can't even walk into a limb clinic these days without getting harassed. Maybe the United Nations should do something.
Maybe. What else do you have to say?
Still, it's getting pretty rough out there.
Nothing.
Can't even
You
walk
man?
into
Some
a
people
limb
just heal
clinic
faster
these
than
days
others,
without
I guess.
getting harassed.
Sure wish I had
Maybe
your
the
genes.
United Nations
Some
should
people
do
just
something.
heal faster than others, I guess.
Well,
Sure wish I had...
yeah, genetics is one powerful thing. I want to check out what the guards would say if I ask them the second time.
DPD handled it. Broke up just a little while ago. I heard some of our people went in to support Lim. Oh, did you hear yet? There was a demonstration at the Lim clinic.
So,
Anti-augmenters.
only 2 lines
mostly
you have.
peaceful, though. DPD handled
Right,
it.
I see.
Broke up just a little
Somebody
while
scheduled
ago.
a protest in front
I
of
heard
that
some
limb
of our
clinic
people
over
went
on
in to
2nd
support.
Street. Things got a little hot for a while, but nothing spilled over to here. Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I
Right,
could've gone
I'm
out.
going to be asking 2 questions each time. I mean, like, clicking twice on people to ensure that I have full answers. Right, you guys are smoking? How is it?
Those are some top-of-the-line augmentations Mr. Seraph hooked you up with, Jensen. Did you get a chance to test them out at the Milwaukee Junction facility? Surprised he got you so many, though. I mean, the info link? How does that one classify as a life-saving measure? Surprised he got you so many, though. I mean, the info link? How does that one classify
Why did it
as a
drop the
life-saving
cig
measure?
on the floor? Like, man. Well, I mean, I see there is no trash bin. Can I bring you one? I can't take this. Are there any trash bins? Like, at the plant there were a lot of them, but here apparently, well, what I have to say is, dear sir, that's bad to litter, like very bad to litter. Don't do it again, please.
Another attack? Can't wait to see what the Humanity Front says about it this time. No doubt Bill Taggart will cry innocent, then use the opportunity to stir up more controversy. You know he's coming to town soon.
I don't know who he is, but please don't drop your cigarette on the floor because it is clean here. It's like, it's a, you know how expensive this building is, right? Like, if you cause a fire, you know what's going to happen. Right. And, well, why would you smoke near high voltage thing, huh? Don't you care about your life at all? Well, I guess. Well, at the same time, he wouldn't be smoking, right, if he cared, so... Yeah, I understand. Right, I have something here. The door is opened. I need to close it. Hey guys, how's it?
Hey boss, I hear a bunch of Purity First guys got taken to the hospital tonight. And I mean a bunch. How'd you take them down without killing them? Seriously, if you've got some kind of Vulcan neck pinch trick you'd like to share, I'd sure like to learn it.
I didn't want to kill people, man. I mean, they are not the best people on the planet, but I'm not the one to judge, right?
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
I understand you, man. Yeah, sure. Next time I go, and if you have a chance to augment yourself, we'll work in a team. I'll appreciate that, because definitely it was slightly tough to be alone, because they were spotting me all the time and causing trouble. Hans Research, hypersensitive tech. Some books. Neuropozyne, dangers and side effects, physical and psychological effects over years, risk levels, and years. Level of rejection, the effect of something, physical effects, psychological effects. So apparently what I can see is that the older I am, the less risk, right? And the peak is like middle age. So exactly my case, that I'm the risk group. Oh, some water. Yeah, have a drink, please. I think I'm thirsty after this operation. Some magazines, Proptacular, right? Something about augmentation, I guess. Lobby, acknowledge a lab security manager, right? It's me, I think. A canteen.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
It makes sense, yeah, one person cannot change everything, and public and crowd definitely have to join this and appreciate what they have. So, how is it, people? Let's talk to you first.
Hey, Jensen, heard about what happened in Milwaukee Junction tonight. Is it true they were really after the typhoon?
Yeah, they were.
I tell you, you can't trust anything the media puts out there these days.
Well, not only these days, anytime.
Adam, I heard you were back, but I just didn't believe it. Gosh, you look good.
Thank you, thank you.
Were you at the factory tonight? Was that what SWAT was waiting for? Wow, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate.
Were you at the factory tonight?
How do I
Was that what
enter?
SWAT
Yeah,
was
I see. Well, bon appetit. How is it?
You got him, didn't you? I mean, we all heard the Purity First Leader was arrested, but I'll bet you nailed him, right?
Right. I'm not really feeling the best guy after that because he definitely had his point, but yeah.
Couldn't have been the cops. They're incompetent. Or on the take. No offense, Jensen.
Well, well, you see, it's not that easy, lady. It's just sometimes only one person has all the glory. In this case, me. But I'm sure they would have done a good job too. Another newspaper. I think it's a new one, right? New York Eshire? NY-Shire. Oh, I see, it's a person. NY-Shire Ekim, the full augmented Nigerian pop star, swept the Planet Music Awards tonight in Los Angeles, winning in 6 categories. Her latest album, Yoruba, about her struggles with discrimination, poverty and more recently augmentation, has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Afterward, Ekim spoke about the difficulties of living with enhancements. As a woman of color, living with augmentations is a challenge. You become a stranger in every culture, and neuropozyne is so expensive. Thank God I'm blessed enough to be able to afford it. It is a struggle, but it has enabled me to continue doing what I love, performing. Critically injured during a terrorist attack in Lagos in 2025, Ekim appeared at the PMAs for the first time in 2 years. Anti-Aug Taggart coming to Mullins Convention Center, perhaps surprising in a city that has historically supported augmentation. Humanity Front founder Bill Taggart's upcoming appearance at the Mullins Convention Center is nearly sold out. This development may reflect the growing wave of support for anti-enhancement groups across the nation. So this Bill Taggart is against us, basically, against augmentation. Well, I understand, okay. Newspaper read, acknowledged. They have printers all over the place. Is it a printer or is it a fridge? No, it's a fridge, of course, not a printer, sorry. So, but why so many? Definitely lots of people. And it's still pretty nice. Some water? No? Strange. And look at this. Curious. Tolkien. What are you saying about? Oh, right.
And assure
TV.
him that these attacks are in no way.
Why? Where is video?
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
An extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Seraph, united in their cause to find a common ground. Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront, will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests for an interview. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Okay, that was the news episode. So Taggart is going to be with Seraph at some meeting. He is sorry for what happened, but he wants the UN to pay attention to that. And he doesn't really approve of the actions of the bandits. Let's say, hey man.
Can someone tell me how the purists were even able to break into the plant? We're supposed to have state-of-the-art security measures here. Vandals and thugs like that shouldn't have been able to crack those systems. I tell you, something else is going on.
Oh, I do agree, man. Are you so depressed about that you are standing here in the corner? Well, I guess this is another restricted corner that we saw in the introduction of the game. Well, this is the main place, right? Can I find anything else of interest here? I think if I go down, I'll see this door out to the helo, which I used. Yeah, that was my alternative way to enter. So what's that? I guess fire system. Then something. What's that? Exit parking street level. Why can't I exit then? All right, let's see what I have inside. What is this? Okay, got it. Okay, but I remember there was another one. I want to check it out. Yep, that's to the street. Well, guys, I just need to know every time where I am exactly. I mean, that's quite important for me. To be sure of all the ways and paths, and to be confident about my location and not to wander around blindly. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm learning the surroundings, and also in such games and RPG games. So that was the thing I saw. So in RPG games, that's crucial that you pay attention to such details, because there is always something interesting hidden inside. Yeah, let's go. Can I stop here? Can I? I think I cannot. Okay. That's what? Money? Pocket secretary. Let's read what it has. Where the fuck are you, B-Dog? Brandy needs that no pose. It ain't like aspirin. People can't die if they hold off taking aspirin. You got 15 minutes more to meet me behind the gas station, and I'm going elsewhere for help. Don't let me down, dude, please. So that's to Brian Tyndall. I think that's our colleague from MGI Elmore. So that's something interesting. I don't remember where they actually illustrate my quests. Missions. Yeah. Current inactive mission log. Finished quests. Back in the saddle. Neutralize. Extraction. Secured Seraph's manufacturing plant. Yeah, so that's fine. Current quest is only one, and it's the main one. Well, I can't find anything here, so let's go back to the top. But that means that I need to check out another ventilation system, which is from the helo pad. Let's see. Right. I think it's somewhere there. I saw it. Here it is. Yeah, this one. So where will it lead us to? Okay. Keypad. Right. Can I hack it? No code. Hack. Can I hack it? Too low to hack device security. Right. I see. Okay. I have no chance to enter. Well, then it means that it's not for me yet. Well, as you wish. No problem. Then I'm good with the ventilation. I'm kind of peaceful now that I haven't missed anything. I can proceed. Let's run. Okay, energy finished. Run again. Going upstairs. And I have talked to everyone here, I think. Very well. So guys, how is it?
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
Do you have a twin? There was a guy who talked like that.
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here, too. Somebody scheduled a protest in front of that limb clinic over on
Boring. I've heard this all. Ah, how is the window going?
Hey, Mr. Jensen. I just finished sweeping the 3rd floor. Gave your office a once-over while I was there. Everything is just the way you left it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Honestly, there wasn't much for me to do, considering you haven't been there for so long. I'll bet you got a bunch of emails waiting though, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Probably.
By for a second he was with Purity First. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
Alright, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this. Hey, do you know if David is going to step it up security-wise around here? No offense, but I just don't feel like our workplace is safe anymore.
I understand. Yeah, you look at me and you think, well, if the leader of security is so damaged, what would happen to me?
Jensen, is it true Sanders acted surprised when he heard about the hacker?
True. Yeah, he was.
Who do you think sent them over?
Have no idea, but I'm going to find out. I promise, man. Definitely, I'm taking it seriously. Quite nice lounge area. Hey man, how is it?
Hey, Jensen. I hear you were a real ghost tonight. Those Purity First assholes never even knew you were there. Guess those augmentations made you light on your feet, huh? Maybe I should think about getting some.
Well, yeah, I was just careful. What if I jump? Okay,
This
nothing
whole
happens.
thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it.
To get shot, what are you thinking of? I mean, you're a receptionist. Like, look, the doors and you. That's it. So, hey.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hold down the fort, boss. Nothing new to report. It's been pretty quiet here. Except for the usual rumor mill stuff.
Yeah, rumor mill is exciting. I'm going to be looking around and learn about this rumor mill that you said about. Oh, I think I can get an excursion, right? Yeah, I'm going to. How is it going?
Listen, Jensen. 2 attacks in 6 months? I'm starting to get nervous here. This keeps up, we're all gonna be out of a job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning how you do your job. I got a family to think about, that's all.
Man, you are working for the most advanced industry in the country, maybe on the planet.
She's the plant manager.
Right, Josie. Yeah, I met her. What happened?
I heard the leader of the terrorists had a gun to her head, but before we could actually pull the trigger, Jensen killed him.
Wow, that's amazing. Good thing Jensen was there.
Saved us all another funeral, that's for sure. God knows we've had enough of those.
How?
Adam! I heard about the plan and the way you saved Josie. Nice job. I'm really glad you're back.
Jensen, what a hero. Seriously, not everyone could have done it. Jensen, what a hero. Seriously, Not everyone could have done it.
Thank you, I appreciate. Yeah, so I'm not sure that everyone could do that because maybe the police would just have killed the criminals. So what do we have? 29 floors. Penthouse is the top. From the 23rd to the 28th, accounting and purchasing. From the 21st to 22nd, human resources. 15th, 20th, legal. That's like five floors for lawyers. Under construction, marketing. Who is talking? Then health and fitness, office and security manager, that's me. Who is talking on the phone? I want to hear. Okay, offices, technology lab, and ground level lobby. G level. And there is no first floor. It is ground level. Funny. Typical English system. Another anime journal. Okay. So I wanted to talk to the receptionist and that lady standing next to her. And there is a coffee. No, it's not newspaper. So, how is it?
Nice job tonight, Adam. I heard most of those vandals got arrested peacefully. Things could have been so much worse. Would you like to get a coffee with me sometime? I feel so much safer when you're around.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm very busy. Sorry. Yeah, well, maybe someday.
Mr. Jensen! Oh, everyone's talking about what a great job you did saving the hostages. You're a real hero, sir. Can I help you find something?
I need to get to Sarif's office.
Then you want to go to the penthouse. Use the elevator at the left wing of the building to get there.
I need to see Pritchard. Do you know if he's still in the tech lab?
Sorry. I laugh every time somebody calls it that. It's so not a lab. But yes, I believe he's still there. Go up the stairs behind me and take a right. You'll find it near the end of the hall.
Has anyone been in my office recently?
I think the cleaning people maybe, and that Mr. Corella was looking for you. But other than that, nobody's touched it. Up 2 floors and make a right.
Thanks, I'll find my way.
Of course. Have a good evening, sir.
Very, very friendly receptionist. I hope she doesn't get shot next attack. It would be just a shame. What do you have here? Data. Well, apparently she isn't playing computer games while working. While I'm playing a game where she's working. Newspaper. Yeah, I've read this newspaper. Anything to take? No. How are you?
Have you been to your office yet? Mr. Corella said he was looking for you, so I sent him to the 3rd floor. Mrs. Margulis mentioned that Mr. Sarif is also expecting you. Use the elevator. Upstairs and to the left.
Okay, thanks a lot. Oh, another group of people? What are you talking about? How are you managing to talk without sound? What are you saying? Come on, I want to listen. Is it telepathy? What are you saying? By the way, look at how beautiful it is. Wow. It is. Ugh. I want such a lamp at home. How do they do it? What could that be? Very complicated, but I'm sure it's possible to do something like that, to make something like that in the modern world, just like with enough engineering. And unfortunately, I'm not an engineer at all. I'm a humanist thing, so pity. Oh.
It's just so unfair, Adam. Why can't people see there's a real need for what we do here? You get it, don't you? I mean, if it wasn't for Sarif Industries, you'd be dead right now.
I agree, that's a pity, but people are not really considerate taking serious issues.
Dory's just a little bit upset. Family problems? She'll be alright, don't worry. It's nice of you to be concerned, but I'm sure you've got more important things to deal with.
It's not that she's just concerned, I mean, she is saying the right thing. People have to see the truth, that we're not here to destroy the world, we actually are trying to save it, and that's a very important thing to do. Right, that's what? That's a loo, and that's another loo for female people, so I shouldn't go there. because I remember that Pritchard is going to mock me for that. Hey man.
Good work securing the plant, Jensen. Those augmentations must have come in handy. I don't know if I could have held back like you did, though. I probably would have left a few more of them splattered all over the walls. Teach them a lesson.
Well, teach them a lesson, but man, listen, killing people has very little to do with education, you know? Let me flush to help the cleaners. You know, nice and clean and fresh. Hope you are thankful for that. Let's close the door. Okay. I've talked to this guy, I believe.
Can you believe it? There are people out there siding with the bastards who attacked us. Defending the human race, my ass. This city is just waiting to explode, my friend. Take my word for it. One spark and it'll blow.
Well,
This city is just waiting to explode, my friend. One spark and it'll blow.
About this phrase, my ass, that's very nice expression. I mean, that it means like hell. When you don't believe in something, like, for example, there is a guy who wants to tell you something which you know it is not true, like I'm late because my bus was late, and you say bus was late my ass, like hell it is true. It's not you're just lying bluntly. So information panel, let's have a look.
It would not be an understatement to say that Hugh Darrow changed the world as we know it. One of history's greatest visionaries and entrepreneurs, Darrow's groundbreaking work with robotics, biotechnology, and human enhancement has altered the very fabric of society, allowing men and women to improve their minds and bodies at will. In the 1990s, Hugh Darrow would become a mentor to David Sarif, inspiring him to found Sarif Industries in 2007. It is Hugh Darrow's foresight and pioneering spirit that motivates us today. It would not be an understatement. In the early days of no one should ever have to give up a normal life because of a random incident, or indeed lose a dream over a physical limitation. So believes David Sarif, idealist, philanthropist, founder and CEO of Sarif Industries. Pursuing this belief, Mr. Sarif acquired a failing Detroit auto factory in 2007 and repurposed it for the automated manufacture of prosthetics, founding Sarif Industries. Today, we at Sarif Industries share David's passion. We believe that human augmentation will give people every opportunity to improve themselves, making the world a better place to live. Guided by this principle, we will continue to innovate and produce the finest line of human augmentation products the world has to offer.
I like these lines. The first phrase that they say, and I love the music definitely. I told this is my favorite track, and I listen to it when I want to calm down.
Proudly headquartered here in the heart of Detroit, Sarif Industries specializes in the design and manufacture of advanced mechanical augmentations for human implantation. In other words, we help people achieve their dreams by allowing them to reach their full potential. Currently employing over 1,500 people, we are dedicated to innovation while upholding a reputation for unrivaled excellence. New products for 2027 include the Smart Cortical Booster, equipped with the multi-focus aptitude chip, specially tuned to give an edge in mathematics, arts, reading, science, and technology. We are also proud to present VistaLife, the world's most advanced corneal replacement technology. At Sarif Industries, we bring your dreams to life.
Notice how they say this number 1,500, they say 1,500, which is typical for English people to use numbers this way, to calculate by hundreds.
LIM, Liberty in Mind and Body International, offers full and equal access to human enhancement products and technologies across every global border and society. LIM runs an international network of low-cost,
medical mechanical clinics catering exclusively to augmented people. Today, LIM has 150 self-managed affiliates, operating 1,900 branches across the globe, treating over 8 million people each year. They are recognized as a global champion for the world's augmented people. Because of their tireless efforts, tens of thousands of lives have been saved or made better. For this reason and more, Seraph Industries has been a major sponsor of LIM for over a decade. The future holds a lot of excitement for us at Seraph Industries. We believe that advances in technology, in unison with good government policy and lower costs, will make human augmentation available to more and more people across the globe. And more accessibility to augmentation technology means a world with more opportunity. New developments with Cosmetech dermal layering will help to make augmentation look and feel more natural, eliminating much of the stigma associated with human enhancement technology. And for the first time ever, Omnivision transverse retinal technology will allow recipients to achieve true stereo vision without a dedicated chip. At Seraph Industries, a better tomorrow is our passion.
Good reader. Nice to listen to. Why does this not play? What's wrong with it? Can I listen to the story? Apparently it's bugged. About neuropozyne.
In the early days of human enhancement technology, scientists encountered a serious obstacle. New limbs were being rejected by recipients, resulting in complete systemic failure. Human immune systems would invariably recognize the implants as a foreign invader and attack. Darrow Industries was able to overcome this issue with the wonder drug neuropozyne, now distributed exclusively by the VersaLife Corporation. Today, Seraph Industries is working diligently to develop new technologies to reduce dependence on the drug, making augmentation safer and more affordable to the greatest possible number of people.
Okay, now I got it. Alright, I have listened to all 6 information panels. I've got this rundown. You know, like when you start working for a new company, you always want, I always want to learn as much as possible, and to me that would be a great opportunity to get some information. I wonder if I can get hurt jumping from this, like from this kind of height. Am I going to lose hit points? Do I have to jump higher? Right, so that's the way to the helo pad. I need to close the door because I don't like when it is all open like that. So then I'm going to hack into the offices to steal everything possible. That's my plan. Yeah. Have I talked to anyone here? No, I think no.
You saved the hostages, didn't you, Jensen? Sounds cold, but it might have been better for us if they'd died. Listen to me. I must be really tired. But I can't help thinking we could use a few martyrs to help sway public opinion.
So what you are saying is that if they had died, then public would have reacted badly to the augmented people protesters. Well, there is a point, but as Rorschach said, or many other people like The Witcher, they said that if you have to buy a future with this price, this is not my future. So let it be. So
Can you believe it? There are people out there
I've heard you.
bastards.
Hey, look who's back. I heard you were healing really fast. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Think you'll be back with us full time or just a couple hours a day? Because, man, we could sure use more people around here.
Well, you're a pretty lot.
You looking for something, Jensen? I think Pritchard's in the tech lab.
Thank you.
Nice to have you back, by the way.
I appreciate, man. I'm also happy to be back. What do you see?
Jensen, you back to handling security around here? Because somebody's stealing supplies again.
Oh.
I had vials of neuropozyne and a stim pack in my office, and they're gone. They didn't just up and walk away.
Well, that would be me also, because I'm going to steal everything possible. So just wait for that. But I'll look into this crime.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam. Now maybe you could look into upgrading the security procedures around here. I mean, seriously, I don't want to fear for my life every time I come into work.
You know what I like about big corporations? So many people to talk to.
Talks all over the office, Mr. J.
I want to
Really took
work
care
for a
of
corporation now because there is so much fun and communication around, and yeah, that's definitely lovely. I believe I've talked to you, right?
Hey, Jensen. I hear you were a
Yeah,
real ghost
I have.
tonight.
I remember. Pritchard is here. Hello. Do you have a hello for me? No. Oh, okay, drawer. Okay, I can steal. Can I steal anything else? Computers, ebook. The nature of neuroplasticity. From a lecture by Hugh Darrow given at the Bern Institute of Medicine 2013. Have I read this? No. The term neuroplasticity literally means the flexibility of the brain to reorganize itself based on the result of experience. 2 decades ago, the consensus among cognitive neuroscientists like yourselves was that lower brain and neocortical areas were unable to be changed after development, whereas structures such as memory could be actively altered in areas related to formation of recall. In a series of cleverly designed experiments, Michael Merzenich proved that somatosensory and auditory sensations, touch and hearing respectively, can in fact be modified through practice. This process of long-term patentation was further explored in a series of studies in the mid-90s at Southern Illinois University, studies which clearly showed how memories could be enhanced by manipulating neuroplasticity. Indeed, with the precise timing available to us in today's computers, we can clearly see that enhancement in learning can be applied for areas of the motor cortex, auditory cortex, somatosensory cortex, and hippocampus. Manipulation of neuroplasticity makes it clear that we, as a species, have been blessed with a brain that has an unparalleled flexibility to incorporate neoprosthetic augmentations, which sounds quite cool, I should say. I wish it were true. Okay, some snack to replenish some resources. Hey man, how is it?
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Okay, I've done it. Can I talk to you?
Just leave, Jensen. I'm very busy.
Oh, I wish I could shot a dart at him to a little bit pacify him, but apparently he is not that easy taken. Can I steal something else here? Is it a vacuum cleaner? It is, okay. But first we need to collect all this shit. Well, that's a strange motorbike you have here. Anything here? Books, printer. Well, that's a lovely, lovely monument that you have. I like it. Good choice. Final Fantasy it is, I guess. So some anime and Tech Haven. Right. Well, so long. Going next to where? To hack offices, I guess. So that was the tech lab. I need to break into 22. Can I? I can't. Right? Can I go inside this one? No. Okay, I'll have to do something else here. Let me check the next door. Can I hack here? No. Okay, 23. Oh, I'm so miserable, so pathetic. Right, that's the lift. Hack. Okay, somehow I did get into these rooms, but I don't remember how. Maybe this? Probably some ventilation or toilet thing. I don't remember, but I will find the way. So there are several offices to explore, and then well, probably I need to go upstairs and I'll find a way. Yeah. Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Oh, did you hear yet? There was a demonstration at the
Yeah, I've heard that several times already. Okay, sorry, lady, could I talk to you? Oh no?
Considering restrictions.
We don't know that for sure.
And if they hadn't been considering it, Bill Taggart wouldn't have gone to Geneva to give that damn speech, and no one would have tried to kill him.
There's no way you can say that for sure.
Let me finish, Will. We had the world's sympathy for a while, but isn't it funny how quickly it turned on us?
We just need to show the world what good human enhancement can do for people. We need to finish what Megan started.
Good words.
Jensen, I heard you were back. I hope people outside the company aren't giving you a hard time. About your enhancements, I mean.
Not really.
It can be tough adjusting, but once you've gotten used to your new abilities, you'll love them.
I love them already.
Hey, Tiger. Megan always did say you'd take well to augmentations. People always fear change, but in the end, it's the ones on the fence who'll make the difference. At least, I think she was talking about you.
Oh, that's a good one.
People always fear change, but in the end, it's
I
the
took a
ones on the
screenshot.
fence who'll make the difference. At least, I think she was talking about you.
I love sitting on the fence because that's what The Witcher did, and I think, well, basically, if you're on the fence, you are the one to change things.
Can you believe it?
Okay, I've heard that. Don't grudge too much. How is your coffee, man?
Nice job securing the Typhoon, Jensen. Would have hated to see Taggart and his Humanity Front group finding out about it. Humanity Front. Bah. They're no better than the Purity First radicals who attacked us.
What are you drinking? It's an empty glass, man. Maybe you need to refill it somewhere. There is a cooler there and a coffee machine. You don't need to pretend. Are you a spy? Apparently you are. There was a woman who I wanted to... What's that? Beer. Another beer. Beer. Like in the office. Okay, fine. What's next?
Best thing that's happened in this company all year.
No kidding. General O'Neill would have canceled all our military contracts if anyone got a look at it.
O'Neill would be the least of our problems.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Calvin. The Typhoon is a suicide terrorist's dream. Imagine if Pike has found out our own government requested it.
Oh, right. Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover it. We were just saying what a good job you did at the plant. You saved our asses on this one. Is it true that hacker was augmented?
It was. He had some wires in his brain.
Oh, hey, Jensen. Nice job with the Typhoon. The DOD is going to be real happy those terrorists didn't get a hold of it. Nobody saw you recovering it, did they?
I think no, and I agree, guys, that would have been a trouble if they had found out about this.
Adam! Mr. Seraph made an announcement earlier. Said you saved the workers at the plant. You're a hero. Thank God he called you in. Long live the new and improved Jensen.
That's so nice, guys. I appreciate your kind words. That's really kind of you. Really, I feel kind of appreciated, and definitely makes me feel at my own place. Well, still, this is not hackable. Well, I think everything will begin with this. Probably toilet. No. Screen. I'm not going to walk in, but does it have... No, it doesn't. Okay, this is my room, I guess. No, it's not my room. my room is Corella. I think I will talk to Corella. I think he's in my room actually. This is Adam Jensen. This is me. And there is nobody here, strangely. I remember there was a guy who was waiting for me, but fine, maybe he will come later. Detroit Post, that's what I have. This is my room. Let's have a look around. So, Neuropozyne, some certificates, Phoenix University, Ferris College, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Oh, sounds cool. What else? A plant, of course. Electric system loss. Super electromagnetic fields. Why 2 books? Why do you need 2 books in this case? Some boards, some schemes. Quite nice view, by the way. SWAT. My computer, another computer, and pocket secretary. Jensen. From Frank Pritchard. Didn't know if you were coming back, so I deleted your entire network account. I only received the order to set up a new one a few minutes ago, so if you don't like the password I picked, leave with it. Login at Jensen, password Mandrake. Pritchard. The password should also work on your home computer. Thank you, I appreciate. Then wine. Oh, I have a bunch of alcohol now, only missing whiskey, which I unfortunately accidentally drank up at the plant, which is a pity. What's that nice thing? It's a pen. Then what do we have in the drawer? Painkillers. Okay, and I think my inventory is pretty packed already, almost. So that's security hub, and this is my personal computer. Well, let's begin with this one. Yeah, Mandrake. Okay. Greg Thorpe. Words aren't enough. That's what that doctor whose wife we saved. So, Mr. Jensen, I meant what I said at the plant today. You saved my life in more ways than one. When those gunmen took my Josie away, I thought, well, you probably know what I thought. Please let me repay you. Josie and I are back home safe in our apartment. We live in the third floor condo on Brooklyn Court. You can find the entrance behind the 2nd Street gas station. Stop by next time you're in the city and I'll have something for you. Sincerely, Greg Thorpe. Okay, cool. Ethan Margulis. To Adam Jensen, forward minor security concern. Adam, I really don't mean to bug you on this, but I think I've got another suspect in those Neuropozyne thefts. I caught Denzel Mitchell going over my stack of VersaLife purchase orders. He said he needed to verify the legal address for a contract David wanted him to look over, but he'd have that address on a dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, you think he'd be able to come up with a better defense. His door code is 1364, by the way, Ethan. Previously, Ethan Margulis wrote, "Welcome back, Adam. First of all, it really is good to have you back. Things just haven't been the same since the attack. We all hoping your return will restore some sense of equilibrium. That, and David really missed you. I know your top priority right now is going to be with him, but if you have a moment, there is something I'd like to check into as well. Someone's been stealing Neuropozyne. I first noticed about 3 months ago. We seem to be reordering cases from VersaLife far more often than usual. I had Frank run through the lab security tapes, and that's when he realized someone had tampered with them. Usually on nights when Will Rossellini was in charge, Frank wanted to search Will's office immediately and even gave me the address code 3716, but I told him to wait. The last thing we need is to start falsely accusing people. When you get a chance, can you speak to Will? He's working in Office 23. So I now have 2 access codes to Office 23 and Office of Denzel Mitchell. Okay, shall remember that. Do I have this information on my what's that called? Media log, yeah. Yeah, 1364 and 3716. Excellent. Cool. I'm going to go there. And security hub, what does it have? Pretty nothing, I guess. Camera. Okay. And nice color. Robots and turrets, nothing. Okay, So nothing to learn here. Unfortunately, I thought I would read some nice letters, emails here, but apparently not the case. So moving on to find something interesting. Have I missed anything? Well, does it? No, it's showing the lift. I need to talk to Serif. Closing my door. What is it? Ah, lift, of course. That's the 3rd floor. Is there another floor? Can I go upstairs? Or is the limit? Yeah, it is. I can't go upstairs, only by the lift. Cool, so then I will have to follow up with the mission, the main quest, going upstairs. Sir Lift, could you please bring me up? Acceleration. Okay.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check in with Dr. Markovit at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did good today, Adam. And thanks to you, Sanders is behind bars. And my lawyers are gonna make sure he pays for what he did. So don't worry about what anyone else says.
I won't. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
So I wonder what these bars mean, like these lines. Unfortunately, I'm not that professional with this game yet. I'm going to ask later. So I can criticize him for keeping them away from the plant, or I can kind of pacify the situation, saying that maybe somebody's paying more. Well, I think I shouldn't criticize my own boss, and like that was because of like necessity that we kept them away. So of course I'm going to placate.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Well, I can debate, I can acknowledge. What if I debate?
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
Well, it's not a problem, it's that I'm just kind of concerned, but I've acknowledged that. I mean, I've indicated that, but I'm not against it, so no.
Just figured I'd point it out.
Oh, thanks. And believe me, if I had another option, we'd be taking it. But these past 6 months, Seems like all the influence I built up in this city just dried up and blew away.
Well, you were able to keep SWAT from infiltrating the plant until I got the Typhoon.
Just barely. And now someone else is pulling strings to keep us in the dark? We need that neural hub, son. It's key to finding out who's behind these attacks.
And taking out the men who did it. I'm on it.
Well, so I got Praxis Point. I need to meet the doctor. I need to get into the police station, I guess. And that's basically it. Let me see the page with my enhancements. So can I improve anything here? No. Can I improve something else? So, smart vision. What's smart vision? See through walls. I don't know if it is interesting yet. What's that? Will drop out of the unmarked state and extending. Protects against the effects of concussion grenades. Reflex booster. Multiple opponents. Icarus landing system. Oh, that's another track that I love with this word Icarus. Then skin and cloaking system. That's what? Jump, sprint faster, silent walking. That's very useful. I want to be stealthy. Aim stabilizer. Okay, I see. Cybernetic arm sympathesis makes me stronger, I guess. Heavier objects. That's, I guess, what I need to move these vending machines. Inventory size improvement. Blast through weakened walls. That's definitely necessary to get to some places which are not as accessible. I'm sure it's useful. Then Typhoon explosive system. And that's to kill people. I don't want to kill people. What's that? Harmful gases. Toxic gas. Then what's that? Battery. Well, that's what I need, I think, because I want to be more active. And then this is already improved. Regeneration. Then stealth. Detection. Well, that's what I want to improve later. Hack and fortify. What's that? Nodes rating. That's against this. I see. What's that? But notes on the node before making a decision. Okay, and hacking capture. Hack levels 2 terminals. Well, I want to be a better hacker. And turrets. I want to be able to diffuse turrets. Okay, well, hacking is definitely one thing I'm going to develop. Radar, what's that? Will also be displayed on the range. Currently no longer acquired. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I think I understand what it's about, but I'll keep my point now because I'm not sure what I want to improve. I need to read some what's that called? Oh my god, some information on the game to be more professional with playing. What is this? Toilet. Okay. Anything here to find? No, apparently not. Maybe here. Okay, nothing. Right. Washroom is empty. Nothing to find here. Right, Margulis, how is it?
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Yeah, people's fears are definitely dangerous. Oh, you need some massage, lady.
You better get going, Adam. I'm sure whatever David's asked you to do must be important.
It is, but I'm not going to speed up the research. Why has it... Oh, I see. Okay. The same newspaper. What do you have on your table? Extended what? Extended something. Okay. Right. I can go down now. Let's move. S1, M6, M5. What does that mean, I wonder? What are those things saying? So M6, that's Markovich. Then invest in the suicide terrorist, and then Greg Thorpe. Ah, that's side quest. And okay, M is main, S is side. I see. Thanks.
Please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
What? Why? Why should I? Okay, sure. I will report to my office. Oh, okay. There is a person sitting here.
What am I doing here? This is nuts.
Hello. Anything to read? No. Anything here? No. Well, I guess that's...
Glad to see ya. Damn it, now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
Can you see that I'm here, actually? You shouldn't be talking to yourself when I'm here.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
I need details.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropozyne? What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You'd need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
I got it covered.
I'm going to reason with him. I think it's possible. Let's return. Accept details. What do you need to do?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Okay, I see. I will of course accept.
Alright, tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
So, why I'm going to help him? Because I want to know what it is about.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
So I wanted to ask some details about the reward, but I saved before because I remember he would get...
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Let me get back to you.
I didn't want to insult him with this asking for reward thing, and actually I don't really generally ask for reward in games because I'm basically quite benevolent. I want to help because I want to help naturally, without really expecting anything in return, because that's kind of based. So yeah, I'm going to look into this. It's interesting. So, offices. Now, offices. I need to hack into offices. The first one to be... the... what? Dog. Megan Honey. What? What's that about? What the hell is that? Yeah, this one. So, Denzel Mitchell. Denzel Mitchell. Yeah, 1364. Here it is. Oh, I'm quite lucky. Why hacking? Come on. I just need to 1364. Okay, open. Close. Don't want anyone to see me here. Rummaging around. So, ebook. Global Politics Review. 2026 edition. Interesting. Chapter 7, Facing the Dragon. China casts a long shadow. Since the 20,000s, the Chinese bloc has been a steady climb toward superpower status, supplanting the USA as the world's economic engine and most sophisticated military force. Marked growth in many areas of industry have made the People's Republic a major player in many fields, notably in the emerging technology of human augmentation. Without the regulations imposed on human trials by other nations, the PRC have been fast-tracking the augmentation research. Many fear that China's action may grant them a monopoly and thus strengthen their position still further. However, despite technological advances, China's attitudes toward human rights and the environment have not progressed, and rumors of atrocities against both people and the planet are rife. But confirmation of these statements is difficult to obtain, given the PRC's iron grip on their nation's media. Right, interesting. So something about the political situation. Something to steal here. What's that? Energy bar, thanks a lot. Well, drawers, yeah. Money and pocket secretary, perfect. Let's read what it has. From Shine Ferret to Denzel Mitchell. You know, Danny, for a lawyer, you're a pretty cool dude. Thanks for checking the POs. Would have done it myself, but Serif's bitch has had my number for way too long. If she'd caught me with them, I'd been toast. You know, she's got Casey implants, don't you? Anyway, from what you told me, I'm sure Mika finds behind these thefts. She is in purchase and types out the POs before Margot signed them. It'd be so easy for her to change the figs after. She's ought to till Thursday, so I just got to get into her office for then. Snake gave me the code to 27, next door to hers 4145. I'm thinking to let myself in there. And using the air ducts to cross into her office. Don't worry, I won't sue if anything goes wrong. So definitely there is this kind of pandemonium going with like people suspecting each other, and then from this I'm getting a lot of codes. So that's like the third office I know the code of, and then I'm going to get into the fourth because there is a ventilation thing and the computer. So Pritchard. Well, this I have read. Margulis. Hey, a little help. Hey, Danny. When you've got a second, can you stop by? David's asked me to draft a formal letter to TYM, declining the oh so generous offer. I want to make sure I get the wording correct. And Mercury Insta Message and autosave. This conversation was automatically saved in your conversation history. Frenetic pony. We can't let SWAT into that plant. There is too much at stake. I'm calling Jensen in. He's still on medical leave. D. Markovich gave him a clear bill of healed last week. What's that? And how much pressure was she under? Resent that accusation. Present it all you like, but you hired me to protect your ass. You got away with the surgeries because of that neat little clause we had in his contract, but if something happens to him now, it won't trust me. It's your call, boss. We saved his life, for God's sake. I don't think he'll be seeing us for any time soon. That's about me. I think talking about the pressure and my situation with my health, something pretty messed up, but still kind of understandable. So let's move on. Nothing interesting here, but I got plenty of information from this office. Next office is to be number what? Number what? Number 23. Okay, let's go. There is this ladder, the stairs, sorry, and then jump. 23. 37. 16. Okay. Close the door. Not too sure what we are doing here. Another book. The next 3 decades. Where will be in 2050? There was once a time when believed that the world would become a monolithic nation state, a kind of United States of Earth, brought together under the global aegis of a super-governmental body. But now, that prediction seems quaint and hackneyed. The reality is that we live in an era where sovereign nations and the formal governments of countries are little more than lines of demarcation upon the world's maps. More and more citizens of the world lend their loyalty not to a flag but to the only true transnational entities that still thrive, corporations. With us, foresee a time when people will be citizens of their employer's nation rather than Chinese, French, Canadian, etc. And in this world, what we have thought of as traditional nation complexes, such as America, will fragment in order to find their own equilibrium. That's an interesting take, I should say, that corporations will replace countries, which I think makes sense in some way, right? Money, I have money. I have a lot of money now, I think. How much? 5,000. Yeah, that's a lot. And, yeah. Computer. Lots of letters. First, Serif. I think I haven't seen this letter. Good morning, everyone. I know most of you are still reeling from what happened here several months ago. The devastating loss of so many good people, of so many our friends and colleagues, is something which I personally find impossible to grasp. I know we will never be able to replace them, but I swear to you this will rebuild. We'll pick up the shattered pieces of our lives and their work and continue to move forward. Together we will be stronger than the bastards who did this to us, and we will not let them succeed. Right now, I'm in constant communication with the authorities who are investigating the attack. As soon as I hear anything conclusive, I'll let you know. In the meantime, Frank and the rest of the security team will be working tirelessly to ensure that this company, that all of you, remain safe and secure. If you have any questions, or if you simply feel the need to talk, do not hesitate to come to me. My door is always open. David. Then, from Margulis. Hello all, management realizes that you have all been working long hours in the drive to fulfill outstanding contracts. We recognize your increased efforts and we thank you for your unswerving dedication to getting the job done with pride. We're attempting to fill recent vacancies as quickly as possible, but finding talented researchers who can live up to the high standards this company maintains is no easy task. If you know of any qualified candidates, please send them my way. In the meantime, thank you for your patience and continued dedication during this difficult time, Ethan. Good corporate culture, but I mean, that's something they must do, right? Because of, like, if people die inside the company and, like, you have to take action, you have to step forward and tell something. New access code added. Research results. Whatever Megan's team was on to with that patient X strand is simply amazing. I ran the test 3 times just to be sure none of the usual rejection markers are present after 8 weeks without neuropozyne. This is unheard of, Will. Listen, I gotta take off, but you have got to see the results for yourself. Come to my office, room 234. If by chance the door is locked, 9642 will get you in. TB. That's from Ted Berger to Will Rossellini. Another code. And then about Frank Pritchard. Don't get me wrong. Well, I should, I think, start with this. It has come to my attention that neuropozyne has been disappearing from the lab, usually on nights when you were working late. Care to explain this? What exactly are you accusing me of, Frank? Yes, I have taken quantities of neuropozyne out of the lab, it's part of my research, but I have also logged each and every drop used and placed all unused supplies back in the freezer before leaving, and I was not the only one working late those nights. Talk to Berger, he'll verify it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing anyone, but as Serif's security chief, it's my responsibility to stay on top of things. Let me just check. Is it Will Rossellini I have to talk to about this? Tim Carella and Tyndall. So no, it's not Rossellini, it's somebody else. So these guys are out of suspicion for me. Just that people are trying to accuse each other, I guess. Well, the next office is to be, let me see. No, not this. It is 27. Yeah, 41, 45. Let's go. I thought it was 47. Am I hallucinating? Really? Just hold on. 40. Oh, yeah. 41, 45, not 27 room. Yeah, I'm messed up. What we have here? Another ebook. The Neural Hub, Design for Next Generation. That's a long book. By Hugh Darrow. Excerpt from a paper in Neo-Nature, May 2015. Neural Hub technology is viewed by some as the milestone about the neck of cybernetics research, but such commentary indicates a failure to think outside the box. In fact, the Neural Hub has always had the capacity to grow beyond its function as a gateway for cyberware integration. These implants, developed in the beginning as components and ever-shrinking cell phone, TV and MP3 player parts, comprise numerous physical processors integrated as on one physical chip, but the key is in the threading. The hub is controlled by software which enables more efficient processing on the hardware. Each input from the nervous system generates its own on multiple threads, based on operations like motion or recollection. What I propose is a combination of multi-core processors tied closer to the human brain's own superlative multitasking capacity, effectively breaking down the barrier between the complex hub designs of current iterations and the subject's own mind. In effect, we allow the hub to work with the human brain. In analogy, instead of relay race where one participant is slower than the other, it becomes a ride on a tandem. So it says that, well, that's something about integration, I guess. About integration with the brain, so less rejection. Whiskey! That's much better. Now I have whiskey, which I didn't have, which I drank at the plant. So now I have beer, wine, whiskey. Sounds cool. Sounds very cool. And here I have money. Getting really pretty rich with that. This is a letter from Athene. Overtime policy. It has come to my attention that many of you are logging overtime hours as we continue to work hard to meet deadlines. Because of this, I would like to remind everyone about Serif Industries' overtime policies. For anyone exceeding 8 hours of work in a single workday and or 40 hours of work in a regular work week, you are entitled by law to 1 1/2 times your regular rate of pay for all overtime hours worked. But we'd like you to consider an alternative option, a 1-for-1 exchange of overtime for paid vacation hours once project deadlines have been reached. Please inform your unit supervisor which option you would prefer to no later than Friday 11 AM. If we do not hear from you by then, we'll assume the second option applies. Thank you for your time and dedication to keeping Serif Industries alive. Athene. Then, from Gail Bergama. Is it true? Yeah, Lyle just told me we work our butts off and they start taking away our benefits. Not cool. I'm starting to get a sinking feeling about this place. You still up for happy hour downtown? If we can get away at a decent hour. And then, Hail Gail, you hear that thinking of cutting vacation days? What the hell? This is what the hell? This is the kind of thing companies do when they're about to go belly up. Well, I think it's not what they were saying. 1-for-1 exchange of overtime for paid vacation hours once project deadlines have been reached. I think they're just offering extra days off, not cutting the vacation, or maybe I'm not really clear about what they're saying here. Anyway, from Cindy Martinez. I'm sorry, don't be pissed at me, D. All I meant when I said it was that maybe, just maybe, that they made a mistake. It happens all the time on those crime scene shows and we never actually saw the DNA results. Don't you want to believe that Megan could still be alive? She was your friend too, after all. So that's an interesting letter. So I guess they believe that Dr. Megan Reed has died, was killed at that accident, but the email says that there could have been a mistake with DNA analysis and Megan isn't dead, which is quite an interesting thing and a change in the circumstances, especially to Adam Jensen, because he was her partner. Right, I'm here. This office, I need to check it out. And what's in the drawer? Money. Perfect. Another energy bar. Cool. Another very cheap, some money. Can I open the door? I can. Close it, please. Then another book. The Tyranny of Biology. Transcript of seminar given by Hugh Darrow at the World Bioethics Summit in Tokyo, 8 September 2011. Interesting, bioethics. The next study I'd like to share is one in which we analyze the security and privacy properties of an implantable cardioverter defibrillator (ICD). Introduced to the US market in 2003, this model of ICD includes pacemaker technology and is designed to communicate wirelessly with a nearby external programmer in the 175 kHz frequency range. After partially reverse engineering the ICD's communications protocol with an oscilloscope and the software radio, we implemented several software radio-based attacks that could compromise patient safety and privacy. At this point, cries of outrage from participants interrupt Mr. Darrow. He looks up surprised, loud gabbling sounds. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please. After several minutes, the crowd quiets enough for Mr. Darrow to speak. Listen. I'm not here to talk about the philosophical nature of what we do in augmentation science. That's not to say I don't understand the ramifications of my work, it means consequences. Just that I feel there are better thinkers than I more suited for this task. My prowess, my genius, if you'll forgive me for calling it that, is in the creation of these engines of human improvement. I leave it to the future generations to decide if I'm remembered well for what I've created. But I'll say this. At no other time in our history as the dominant species of this planet have we, as human beings, had as much power over our own bodies as we do now. We are on the threshold of an age where the tyranny of biology can be defeated. Someone born blind, someone whose legs are claimed by some tragedy, someone who once could hear but now cannot, we can offer hope to them. Nature no longer has the upper hand. This is precious. I mean, this paragraph is just wonderful because biology is exactly a tyrant. It's tyranny of biology, it's nature who dominates us, and we have to fight it, we have to defend us. And I actually grow pretty not eco-friendly, because I think what we are trying to do is just to protect ourselves from nature's rule and power, and not the vice versa and situation. And what is happening is nature wants to kill us incessantly, and we are just trying to work out ways to survive. So what these people are doing is definitely a good cause. So I'm going to screenshot these two and the next page too, because I save different things from games on my computer later, not to forget valuable things, lessons and so on. Then let's tape into her computer. So Serif, I've read this. Frank Pritchard, I've read this. Oh no, this I haven't. So network security, important. As you are no doubt aware, terrorism is on the rise in this city. We in the IT department are working day and night to keep this company safe from outside attack, but you are making the job harder every time you fail to follow the most basic of network security rules. Which is why I must now remind all of you to lock your computer screen the moment you step away from it, change your password every 6 weeks and keep it with network protocols, never write down your password or give it to anyone else unless he has system administration authority, surf the internet only when you're in the safety and comfort of your own home. Simple rules, people, let's try to follow them. Frank Pritchard. And this one I have not read too. As you are all fully aware, network security is one of the utmost importance in securing the safety and well-being of this company. Our firewall has been rigorously designed to withstand even the most persistent of outside attacks, but it can do nothing if employees do not adhere to the safety protocols laid out in easy-to-follow instructions in everyone's employee manual. Do not give your login, passwords or security access codes to anyone outside this company. Do not download free internet software or upload new programs without clearing it through the IT department first. And above all, lock your computers before leaving your offices. Well, exactly what they don't do at all. Both emails just ignored. And then from Margulis, Mika, I just got off the phone with Erin from Every Season. She told me that all these vacation days you've been using up lately haven't been vacations at all. Why didn't you come to me, sweetheart? If I'd known how difficult it was for you to set foot near the labs, I could have done something about it. Look, I'll speak to David, he'll understand, maybe we can get workers' comp to reimburse us for all the week you've been missing. In the meantime, stay home, try to relax and keep up those sessions with Erin. She sounds like a really helpful person. So I guess something was happening with Mika Pine, which I don't get yet. So, and what was that about her in the note? No, it's not this one. Not it'll help. Well. How do I? Whoa. Mika Pine behind these types of the So they were just suspecting her for no reason too, apparently. Okay, let's go. Close the office. And now I need to go upstairs to check the last remain in office with some interesting results, with some interesting findings. After that, I'll be off to the city, I guess. Maybe. So, which office I need to attend? So, office 32, 9642. 3, 35. What the hell? Yeah, this one. Okay, perfect. And I'll be able to access another office, I guess. So, another book. Tomorrow's Man, the Hugh Darrow Story. Turning Points. Darrow's father, Sir Martin Darrow, media mogul and founder of Picos Communications, enrolled him in the prestigious Kate Cliff School and later the Stowe School. A natural athlete, Hugh was the captain of football, rugby union and cricket teams, but beyond these sports, he found school to be boring and unchallenging and opted not to enroll in college after graduation. His personal interests in designing and building computer-controlled mechanical devices, a crude robot at age 10, a makeshift robotics lab at 16, finally led him to the world's first Robot Wars competition in 1994. He failed to win, but while discussing design ideas with other robots experts at the competition, he heard about human motion studies being carried out at Stanford University aimed at designing better prosthetic devices for amputees. Darrow extended his stay in the USA to meet with several biomechatronic researchers. I would have been interested too, I think, if I had heard about that in due time. What do you mean it's full? Like 5 energy bars. What can I drop then? Can I drop beer? I'll just drink beer. And I'm drunk slightly, huh? Nice. So, and I have a boost in hit points, which is not the worst thing. Some money. Another book, another drawer. Another piece of password Eclipse. Okay. Ebook. Composite study 07121969. Final test results. Initial variables test conditions. Biomatrix Composite 1 was created using the R7 biochip design, which in turn uses the P-dot cluster array originally developed by Darrow Industries. Biomatrix Composite 2 was created using the X1 biochip design, which uses the P-dot cluster array developed by M. Reed et al. And incorporates the mutagenic chemical composition first revealed in her patient X study. Tissue samples taken from both composites were tested every 7 days for rejection markers routinely associated with the onset of DDS, Darrow Deficiency Syndrome. Observations. Within 3 weeks of testing, Composite 1 exhibited low levels of cytotoxic M and DDSY enzymes commonly associated with the onset of rejection syndrome. The quantity of these enzymes increased as expected, with 20 cc of neuropazine being administered in week 5 to break down glial tissue buildup around the biochip cluster. Composite 2, on the other hand, showed no sign of either enzyme appearing until week 6. At this point, trace levels of CM were detected but disappeared in subsequent weeks. This leads me to hypothesize that the enzymes were actually a byproduct of the formation of newly extruded neural tissue compatible with the original matrix forming around the P-dot cluster. Additional tests must be conducted to confirm this. Luckily, David informs me that new tissue from patient X has become available in recent months. I always had this feeling that I am this patient X, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. So computer and password is Eclipse. Okay. Let's. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Richard. Nothing new here. Late night coffee break. I guess I'm just full of surprises. Ted Brugger wrote. Andrea, you gotta tell me, what the hell was that other night? First of all, I had no clue you were interested, and no idea you were still in the lab, but when I went to put the extra no-pose away and caught you reaching into the freezer, well, needless to say, it was a very pleasant surprise. Thank God for Selene didn't walk in on us. So... from Andrea van Wessel. People are still very mysterious here. Like, everyone seems to be involved into this neuropozyne stuff, that something was being stolen or taken without any explanation yet, but it's fine. That's why I'm here, to explore. Drawer, some money, another book to read. Corporate background brief, the Bell Tower Way. The Bell Tower Group provides a maximum spectrum private military security solution for every need. The company was incorporated in 1997, beginning life as a security consultancy and close protection bodyguard agency. Currently with offices in Afghanistan, Bahrain, China, Iraq, Kenya, India and the United States, our headquarters in England is a hardened skyscraper with all the capabilities of a military base, situated in the London Sink, an area of reclaimed land close to the River Thames. Other key facilities include a maritime base on the US Gulf Coast and a training facility in Bangalore, India. Bell Tower services are tailored for international clients, including governments, international agencies, and the corporate sector. It is also a registered and active UN contractor. We provide specialist security and risk management solutions to counter extreme threats, along with exfiltration, KNR, threat neutrality operations, and quick react symphonic defenses. Okay. Anything to steal? Drawer? No. Only computer left. And what's that? Credit chip. Some money. Computer. Frank. Overtime policy. Ted Brugger. Andrea, you gotta tell me, what the hell was that on the other night? Well, this I read. And Frank to Andrea van Wessel. Little detective work. Greetings, Shine Ferret. Nuclear snakes got an assignment for you. It's come to my attention that someone has been stealing neuropozyne around here for quite a while. You know that stuff costs a fortune, so I suspect someone's been selling it on the black market. We need to get to the bottom of this and bring it to David before Jensen does. Feeling up to a little late night detective work, I've got an intel cam that's rigged to record while it's inside the lab's freezer. But it'll look strange if I get caught in their placing it. You, on the other hand, are always full of surprises. You up for it? So... Shine Ferret, Nuclear Snake is, I think, Pritchard, and Shine Ferret is this guy, Frank, Andrea van Wessel. Yeah, and I need to just check that message. That was interesting. Yeah, this one. Frenetic Pony, Low Boy. That was different. Okay, I mixed up. Right, I'm done. I think that's the last office I could enter. I could infiltrate. So, what's that? Let's close the door and go down to see. What if I jump? Will I die? I think I will. What a death, huh? Just jump in from the 3rd floor in your own office and die. Pathetic. Can I jump in a way that I enter the 2nd floor? No, I cannot. Well, definitely I need to have this augmentation which lets me jump high buildings and high surfaces, but for now I'll have to use the stairs, I guess. No other option. Well, 2 suicides in a row. What a show, what a show. This is my room, right? This is Adam Jensen. Yeah. Hello, man. Any emails? No. Okay. Let's go to talk to Pritchard, maybe. There is an update on the situation. Because maybe he will want to mock us for something again. Maybe he will tell us something interesting. Where is this freaking stairs? Oh, apparently I have chosen the long way. Okay. Pritchard, where are you? Take to the left? No, not left. I think right. No. Here? No. The hell? Oh, here you are. So, he was... I see. To the right. Well, hello.
Just
Can you
leave,
talk?
Jensen.
No? No
I'm
news?
very busy.
Well, I see, but I thought maybe you could tell me something. Have I read this? Yeah, I have. Right, no problem. Take your rest, man. I think I've talked to everyone. I've seen everything in this building. Well, not that I have seen everything, definitely, but what I can remember, what I can hack in, what I could explore, and yeah. So I can now go to the street and enjoy the city. Let me just save. Accept. Okay. Should I go outside? Or should I leave it for... next time? I wonder where I can sell things, where I can sell these items, excessive items that I have on my hands, and how do they sort these notes, because they appear to come randomly. Some alphabetic order or not. What's the principle? So email, pocket secretary. Is there anything? Yeah, there is no alphabet pattern. Could it be that it is like kind of chronologically assigned? I think it's just randomly distributed. I mean, that was the last, now it is the first. Why? What the hell? Ooh, and ebooks. Well, these all I knew. I've read them all. Change location. Blend. Yeah, this I've read. Yeah, we have read this. Okay. I think that's all. The map. Let's just have a look at the map because I haven't done it yet. Staircase. Helipad, I guess. Helipad. Quests. Second floor. That's the penthouse. Underground. What's that? Nothing here. What is the information? Second floor. Elevator. Yeah, it's pretty good. Enter Jensen? What? All the missions there. What else do I have? Augmentation. I have one praxis available. Next praxis in 3360 XP. Weapons. Tranquilizer rifle and machine pistol. Nothing important. Beer, whiskey and wine. Water collection. And these stop worm software. Nuclear software. I don't know how to use it. I'm going to sell this. Probably I don't need this. And let me listen to this tutorial.
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done. Missions can be activated or deactivated, depending on if you want them to appear in your radar or not. Deactivated missions can still be completed.
So let me see. I can activate and deactivate missions. Active, inactive. Inactive, inactive, inactive. So all the markers disappeared. Ah, I see. Now active, 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 active. Now they appeared. Perfect. That's how it works. Pretty simple, useful, very user-friendly. I think, you know, guys, I think that's it. Because I don't want to start the city today. Just kind of was an exploration thing, enjoying the facility, making sure that I've learned everything. And I'm here now at the point where I stopped last time, so that's like totally new territory for me. It's like terra incognita now, and I'll go on exploration, I think, on Thursday in 2 days and have a closer look at everything. For now, thanks for watching, those who were, and have a nice evening or whatever time you have there. See you. Thanks to those who watched the recording. Appreciate the interest. Hope you found it interesting. I mean, that was pretty, as I said, about exploring the world here, reading and making sure we haven't missed anything, building up a story, understanding the game, the game's background, and that's what was the purpose of this episode number 2. Thank you guys. See you on the next episode.